What about the director of this movie, Pat Jackson? Didn't make too many movies in Hollywood.
He didn't, and I just, very honestly, what I remember about Pat Jackson is he was so trusting, and he said to me, I remember we had a very dramatic scene, which you'll see, and I said, how would you want me to do this? And he said, sweetheart, your instincts are so right. I just want you to go with it. I'll guide you, but I want you to just go with what your feeling is about it. And that was really a moment of trust when I realized the amazing collaboration between a director and an actor. And even at the age of 8, he trusted, for some reason, he trusted my instincts. And that was a real kind of shot in the arm for me, because I thought, hey, maybe I can do this. Maybe this is what I'm going to do the rest of my life.
But you'd made a lot of pictures before.
I did, and I made a lot of pictures after. But no, Pat Jackson was lovely and had a charming English accent. I loved his English accent.
I think he may have made another picture here after this, but then went back to England and for the rest of his career. Now, this movie is called Shadow on the Wall, but that is not the name of the film that you were making.
No, it was originally called Death in a Doll's House. And that was on the scripts and everything. We worked through the whole film. It was changed, the title was changed quite a bit after the fact.
Yeah, it's weird. Like both of the movies we're showing tonight had major overhauls in the titles. The novel, just to throw this out there, the novel Death in the Doll's House was written in 1943 by Lawrence Buckman and a woman named Hannah Leese.
You're amazing.
Well, it's interesting because this movie is about like repressed memory, which became a big thing in Hollywood movies in the late 1940s, right?
Well, see, I wouldn't know all those things as a child.
This is my job. This is my job.
I never felt too repressed, I have to tell you.
But it was interesting because the novel really predated all of that. So it's interesting. By the time the movie was actually released, I read a lot of the reviews, and they said it's another one of these the girl can't remember what happened movies, you know, amnesia and repressed memory and all this stuff.
Well, they say that films and theater and films reflect the time. You know, you can really learn an amazing amount about history and about mental health issues and everything by the films and the fact that they were made during that time period. So,
and it's very interesting because this is a movie where the child is in jeopardy through the whole movie. It is, you know, there's attempts to kill you many times in the film, which is fascinating because you could do that back then. You know, there was another film in 1949, The Window, with Bobby Driscoll, that I believe was clearly what inspired MGM to make this movie, because the audiences really responded to The Window, and it's like, wow, let's do this one.
You know, my brother was supposed to do that film.
Was he really?
The Window. He was supposed to be the little boy in The Window, and he got the measles.
And opened up a whole career for Bobby Driscoll.
Yes, yes.
Very nice.
I worked with Bobby. He was wonderful. I liked him a lot.
Yeah. There's a sad story there that we won't go into.
We could really go noir there.
Yeah.
Really go noir.
Okay, but here's what I want to discuss right now. You attended the recent royal wedding.
I did.
Tell us about that.
I did. Well, I was bombarded by requests once Meghan and Prince Harry got engaged, because I was Meghan's drama teacher and director at Immaculate Heart High School right around the corner for 4 years. So I knew Meghan very, very well. And her dad, I knew, who's been quite maligned, and I'm not happy about that. He was a wonderful, wonderful dad to her. And he did all my technical stuff. And Meghan was just absolutely adorable. So they kept saying, give us some dirt. I said, you're not going to get dirt from me. I'm sorry, I don't do dirt. I don't have dirt. And so they said, okay, good, well then, and then ITV contacted me, among many others from all over, and said, would I be willing to go to London in England for the wedding, first class, to be flown there with my daughter, and they wanted to interview me and talk about my career and then focus right in on Meghan Markle and what I thought of this and that. So it was absolutely fascinating. And then I got to do commentary for the wedding itself. And a big thing that came on YouTube was when Meghan and Harry, after the wedding, were in the royal carriage and they were going, and I was right at the edge. And I had an Immaculate Heart banner, so that I thought she might see it and say, oh, my old alma mater or something. And all of a sudden she turned around and she went, and on went the horses. And it was just like a momentary recognition that she had. Everybody around me was so excited, oh, she recognized me, she recognized me. And I was really kind of amazed because she graduated 20 years before. So to have her even think that she remembered me, but I think she did. I really do.
That is...
It was fun. It was great fun.
I could give a rip about the royal family, but I think that's a fabulous
It is
story.
fun. It was a fun trip, and believe it or not, I had never been to London, so it was a great opportunity.
Good for you.
Great.
Good on you. So for many, many years, you were an acting teacher. So tell me, what is the most important thing that you want to instill in a young actor?
Listening skills. Listening skills and reacting. It's so simple. All the gurus and the heavy-duty drama teachers and so on, big-time professionals, I feel that they want to have a sense of, I know more, I know better than anybody, so I'm going to share this great knowledge with you. And it's really very simple. It's very simple. You listen and you react. And if you've got a great script, which in this case, in Shadow on the Wall, the script was really wonderfully, beautifully written, and the actors were incredible. It's so easy. I mean, I hate to make it sound so easy, but it's very easy if you can just kind of open up your soul and your heart and listen and react as that particular character does. So, lesson over. I don't need to teach you. But I was very, very lucky to have worked with amazing directors and actors in my life. And if you have a brain in your head, you can't help but absorb and just by osmosis learn so much from them. So after doing that for my whole life, and I started teaching in my 40s, I guess, and I thought, I've been so blessed, and now I get to share a lot of this information and all of the things that I've learned with just a whole group of young people that want to listen. So it was a great chapter in my life, I consider, and I'm hoping that my next chapter, maybe I'll work some more again. I would love to work. If somebody wants to hire me, I'm available. And I'm experienced, and I'm professional, and I haven't totally fallen apart yet. Not yet. So there must be some little old grandma roles for me now down the line, I hope.
Well, Gigi, I'm so happy that you were able to come out tonight and introduce the film with me. I tease and joke about the whole noir thing. We love the sordid side of everything. But it is delightful to see a Hollywood child actress who has lived a long and wonderful, successful life. So thanks a million. You are fabulous.
Thank you. And thank you all for being here.
Gigi Perreau, ladies and gentlemen, give it up.